The Rocky Report, brought to you by AMP, Avitas Group, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Montana, Bob Smith Motors, EBMS, First Interstate Bank, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, Northwestern Energy, Opportunity Bank, Tire-Rama, Yellowstone Bank, and your local Ford store. And now, from Pizza Hut on 16th and Grand, your host, Bruce Parker.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Rocky Report. I'm Bruce Parker, coming to you live from Pizza Hut on 16th and Grand in Billings. Well, some exciting news for the Battling Bears and all the Rocky fans, as this week on the show we'll have the new head football coach for Rocky Mountain College, Mr. Jason Petrino. Also be joined by Bill Drykosen and Wes Keller to talk about their road trip to the High Line, a couple tough losses, and one road split for the Battling Bear men. We're going to have that and much, much more up next on the Rocky Report.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Your Pizza Hut favorites, just $5 each when you order 2 or more.
So, 2 medium pizzas, just $5 each?
Yes.
Well, all right.
Can we get Wing Street Wings for $5 each?
Yes.
Can we get pasta? And how about a Hershey's cookie?
Yes and yes.
Can I get pizza for the whole team?
You got it, Mr. Cuban. Just $5 each.
Yes!
It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu, only at Pizza Hut.
In the 1950s, people thought cigarettes were harmless. Today, it's e-cigarettes. Vaping is highly addictive. Plus, there are heavy metals, tin and aluminum, lead, formaldehyde, acetone, carcinogens, and toxic chemicals in the vapor. E-cigarettes are not regulated. Corporate tobacco hasn't changed their game, just their technology. If you want to quit, call the Quit Line for free help and FDA-approved medications.
Our physicians and athletic trainers have been building better athletes for over 20 years. We are the official sports medicine provider to the Billings Mustangs, MSUB Yellow Jackets, and Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. AMP ensures that athletes of all ages and skill levels receive the training and medical care for top performance and to stay healthy. AMP, Athletic Medicine and Performance, powered by St. Vincent Healthcare, Ortho Montana, and Yellowstone Surgery Center.
And we're back and joined now by Bill Drykosen, the head men's basketball coach at Rocky Mountain College, who got a road split this week. And, you know, I know there's no such thing as a consolation prize, but getting 1 out of 2 is better than 0 out of 2.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that first one on the road, because then you know you got 1 in the hand. You know, they're always worth 2 in the bush, but we should have had them both. I mean, we wanted to validate that first night by winning the second night. That's one thing we talk about in practice. And when your team wins a drill, you got to go validate with a made free throw to make sure that you validate it. And I knew our guys knew that, and we had every opportunity, Bruce, to get that one done. And we had the last shot and got it to our best player, and just felt like we just didn't, you know, quite finish it the way we wanted to. But I give Great Falls credit. They hung in there and made a play down the stretch.
Yeah, they got a couple close wins at home this week. Let's go back to Friday night. MSU Northern, the Armory Gym is always a difficult place to play. It's loud. It's just, there's just something about it. But an overtime win really has to make you feel good.
Yeah, 2 overtime games against MSU Northern. They win at our place. We go back there and, you know, find a way to, you know, get on top there. What a great game. I mean, it was just an exciting atmosphere. The crowd, like you say, was really into it. It came right down to the final possession. We had to get a stop. Even though we had the lead, but we have to get a stop so they can't send it into overtime. Our kids just, I thought, did a phenomenal job of hanging in there and just finding a way.
And Joe Stolk played outstanding. Rob Neby got another big game for you. So your seniors kind of stepped up in that one.
Yeah, they have. And I thought even Ben Moorkirky got a tip dunk in that one, and had some big key rebounds on Saturday night from Moorkirky, and Neby come up with 33 again on Great Falls. Everybody knows where it's going, but it's hard to stop it sometimes against Neby because he finds a way. Just really proud of the way they're playing, and they're playing together. And, you know, we know there's a tough road ahead still, but we're looking forward to the challenges.
Yeah, the 3 times a year in conference is tough, so you'll get another chance with them. But Saturday night, Great Falls, a team that you've had some success with. You beat them in your gym, but they're very athletic.
Yeah, they're the most athletic team in the league, no doubt. And they're playing hard, and they've kind of got their roster trimmed down now. And so now kids are getting more playing time, and they're really bought in. I mean, they played hard, they played tough, they did what they needed to do. And, you know, like I said, it was right down to the wire, and I wish we could have pulled it out. Would have been nice, but, you know, we got to keep battling and look forward to the next opportunity opportunity this week.
And you got the ball into the hands of the guy you wanted to, Nebe, who was over 30 points and is currently 12th in the nation in scoring, but pretty good look. Maybe he got fouled.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good look. You'd always like that little extra opportunity. I know the officials always want them to, play it out, and that's how it should be. But we just messed up on a few opportunities in the last couple minutes. We had a 4-point lead, and we let it slip away down the stretch. And so, got to learn from that and move forward. But I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Now, I was going to get you a road map so you could find the Fortin Center. You've been on the road almost the whole month of January, and that's difficult to do. But you get to come home for 2 tough ones: Lewis Clark State on Thursday, and then Montana Tech Saturday.
Yeah, and Lewis Clark State will be top 5 in the country. I mean, that's going to be a great atmosphere. We need a big crowd, and it's exciting. Like you said, we have been away so long, and for our kids to go on the road this final weekend in a row and play really good basketball, I was really excited about that. That's important this time of year.
Yeah, Lewis Clark State, a team leading the league now, beat Carroll this past weekend, but a team with great athletes, and they kind of handled us early in the season.
Yeah, we played a good defensive first 10-15 minutes of the game, and then second half they kind of got out on top of us. We never quit though, and we're looking forward to this challenge. They really can shoot the basketball, one of the better shooting teams I've ever seen in the Frontier overall.
And then Montana Tech Saturday, a team you handled up in Butte. This is maybe a must-win for you at home.
Yeah, we got to take care of business at home. You want to do that well. So we're looking forward to both these opportunities this weekend and playing in the Fortin Center here at Rocky Mountain College.
I look forward to talking to you about it next week.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Head coach Bill Drykosen, 2 big games this week. Let's take a look now at our results from this past weekend.
As a driven business owner, you want to pursue your dream, not worry about administrative chores, employee benefits, and HR. With Avitas Group, you don't have to. We'll provide the solutions you need. Everything from payroll and taxes to online marketing and IT. For each and every operational need, Avitas Group has an entire team of diverse, specialized professionals. Follow your dream. Leave the logistics to us.
Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Team is here when you need us. Offering ACL reconstruction, arthroscopic meniscus treatment, rotator cuff repair, foot and ankle surgery, hip and knee replacements, hand and wrist surgery. Our team of surgeons, therapists, and athletic trainers will get you back in the game, no matter what year you graduated or what your injury. Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
What's America's best-selling brand of trucks? You're in for a big surprise, pal. Actually, you're not. It's Ford F-Series again. Same trucks that have been leading the industry for 39 straight years. Why? Game-changing innovation. It's why Ford F-Series is making every other truck brand history.
Now get up to $7,050 in total value on a new F-150. Only at your local Ford store.
As the saying goes, it takes a village. But we think there's more to it than that. At First Interstate Bank, we've come to realize that sometimes all it takes is a single person. A smile, a handshake, a tip of the hat, and the knowledge that you can count on them to be by your side. That things are going to be done and done right. Being a part of our community, it's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Well, a tough road trip for the Battling Bear women's basketball team, joined now by head coach Wes Keller. And Wes, you went up and played a nationally ranked MSU Northern team and a nationally ranked Great Falls team, and you were in both games.
Yeah, we were up at MSU Northern Friday night. We were down 2 with 1:04, come out of a timeout, and we played pretty good defense up until that point, and we had a little mental breakdown, and a girl was able to get a layup on us, and we just can't have that. We got to be locked in and pay attention out of timeouts and do what we need to do, and we didn't do that. We played hard and competed. We talk about the locker room. Hey, on the road, let's make sure we give ourselves a chance to win the game with 2 or 3 minutes, and I felt we did. Their players made plays down the stretch, and ours didn't, unfortunately.
And then Saturday night, you have to go in and play one of the better players in the league, All-American Aaron Legal, and they have a real good basketball team who you had beaten earlier in the season.
Yeah, Great Falls, they can really score the basketball. Aaron Legal's, an All-American player. It was, I think, a 2 or 3 point game in the second quarter. Shot clock's winding down, and they find her about 26 feet away, and she swishes it, and from that point on, they got the momentum and continued to carry that momentum into the second half, and we just couldn't score enough baskets that night. Defensively, we held them to 31%, but we shot 30%. So we got to find ways to score, and we need some players to step up and do that.
And maybe a little bit about scoring. I mean, you got to find somebody that can score. Now, let's talk a little bit about Destiny. You're going to lose her for the rest of the season, and that's a tough loss for this basketball team.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Destiny did so many things. She was our floor general. She spread the defense. She got other people easy baskets. She was our leader out there, and we've played 3 games since, and we got to bounce back. We got 6 games here at home, and we need to step up and compete and be hungry to get that next W.
And 2 of those games are this weekend at home. Finally, as we talked with Coach Drykos, and you need a roadmap to figure out where the Fortin Center is, but you've been gone a lot. Now you get to come home crowd, familiarity, and you have a Lewis Clark basketball team that's leading the league right now and is playing very well.
Yeah, LC State, they're long, they're athletic, they got people that can shoot it, score it. They handled us pretty good out there. So I'm hoping that, our ladies remember that, and we're going to throw a few wrinkles in this week, shake a few things up, and, we got to just go out and compete and play our butts off.
Have you picked out the suit you're going to wear this week? You have some lucky suits and some that aren't as lucky?
Yeah, I think I got the blue or the black one picked out for this weekend.
Well, that's good. And then Saturday night, you'll have a Montana Tech team who you had a good battle with up in Butte, and you came away with a big win, but they have some real good 3-point shooters.
Yeah, Tech can get it going. They play fast. They're not overly big. They're small, but they got guards that can shoot it, and they're a hard guard. I think for us to be successful, we got to continue to defend the rest of the way out and find ways to score.
Now, are you looking at anybody in particular that can maybe be that scorer to pick up the slack?
Well, I think Jade Lefevre, she has the ability to score. We need her to come off the bench and produce. We're really struggling from the 3-point line. I think we were 1 for 13. I think we've been 8 for 41 in our last 3 games. So we need to pick that up, and the ladies need to shoot that 3-point shot with confidence.
And one of your goals this season, get to the postseason, and you still have a good shot at that.
Yeah, we still definitely control our own destiny. We got 10 games left, 6 at home. So, one day at a time, one practice at a time, one game at a time, and we'll see what happens.
I'll get a couple this week.
I hope so.
Our head coach Wes Keller with the Battling Bear women's basketball team. 2 games at home this week in the Fortin Center. We're going to take a break, and as we go to break, let's take a look at our upcoming events. Lots of big things happening at Rocky Mountain College.
This winter, the pros at Tire-Rama want to get you where you're going safely. When driving conditions are at their worst, good visibility is a game changer. Visit Tire-Rama today for the Napa Auto Care Special. Buy one Napa wiper blade or Napa headlamp and get the second one free. No coupon, no mail-in rebate, no kidding. See better and drive safer with Tire-Rama. More than just a tire store.
You've upgraded all your old technology, so what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New is EcoBoost technology. New is a foot-activated liftgate. New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Get into a new Focus, Fusion, or Escape with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $2,000 in trade assist bonus cash. Only at your local Ford store.
Opportunity is everywhere. That is why I love my job at Opportunity Bank of Montana. I get to help my neighbors with business and agriculture loans, including new equipment loans. I understand that people need a bank they can rely on. You see, I grew up here with the Eastern High Plains out our front door and the crazy mountains in our backyard. Come see me, Brandy, or one of my colleagues at Opportunity Bank of Montana. Your local bank, your opportunity.
My grandfather had a vision to build a car dealership way out in the west end of Billings on 24th and Central. All that was there was a Kmart, Sage Drive-In, and Stewart Barn, even before Rimrock Mall. Now Billings has grown up around us, and we're still here. The Lincoln brand was strong then, and it's stronger today than it's ever been. He was Bob Smith. We are Bob Smith. It's not just a name, it's a way of doing business.
And we're back, and I'm very excited to introduce the new head football coach at Rocky Mountain College, Mr. Jason Petrino, who comes to Rocky after a stint at the University of South Dakota. Great ties to the state of Montana and to the Frontier Conference. And Jason, welcome.
Thank you very much. Just excited, honored to be here.
Well, you are going to have to jump right into the fire with recruiting and hiring staff and all kinds of things. But let's let the people know a little bit about Jason Petrino and a little bit of your background.
Absolutely. I grew up born in Billings, Montana, and my dad was high school coach in Eastern Montana, and as a family we moved up to the Northwest, went to Flathead High School, graduated there from 1995. After I was done with college at Carroll, I coached a little bit where I met my current wife after I was done going to school and she was done going to school, and married with 3 kids. We got a full house and a couple others with us that are staying with us here during this time, so like I said, we're just thrilled to get back to Montana. Being a head coach is a major bonus, especially at a place like Rocky Mountain College.
Yeah, I came by the hotel to pick you up today. It was like a made-for-TV movie with all the kids bouncing around, and they seem very excited. And we're excited to have you at Rocky Mountain College. And, you know, where do you go first? I know a lot of people have said, what are your first 10 days? What are your first 15 days?
I think the most important thing is the current players. That's the first thing. We'll have a team meeting tonight. As a group, they'll fill out some questionnaires so I can let them know about them personally, and then I want to sit down with each person. I want to get to know about them. What do they feel that makes Rocky special? What is it they feel they've gotten better while they've been here? And most importantly, where do they feel they can improve? And those are all the things that I want to work on quickly in terms of the relationships and the development of the players. And then the next piece is staff-wise. Yeah, we got to make sure we find guys that are going to come in and make a commitment to Rocky Mountain College and the community of Billings. I'm not looking for guys to be here 1 year and gone. I want guys that are going to be here for a long time, because I look around the success. It's really the staffs that have been able to stay in place.
And you look at the Petrino name, very highly touted in Montana. Let's talk a little bit about that. Your uncle, Bob Petrino, one of the winningest coaches in the history of the Frontier. Your cousins, Bobby, head coach at Louisville, Paul, head coach at Idaho. Your brother Jared is at Black Hills State as a football coach, and your other brother Mike is a women's basketball coach at the University of Colorado. I mean, were you born with like a whistle and some tennis shoes on?
Well, I didn't go hunting or fishing much, but we were in the gym doing whatever we could, and that's just the way. Like I said, our dad, talking about my brothers, were my coaches, and as well as Bobby and Paul's, their dad was their coach, and coached in everything, and that's the beauty of this, getting back closer to family as well.
And you can use their knowledge about coaching and what they've done, this being your first head coaching job. So have you been on the phone with them yet?
Absolutely. No, it's been great. The amount of people that have reached out to me has been Unbelievable. It's really humbling and exciting because I turn back right away and I say, hey, be ready for a phone call. And like I said, that's been probably the neatest thing about this. And don't get me wrong, being a head coach can be great, but the amount of people that I've been able to have in contact with, and Coach Glenn and I had a great conversation on the phone. And like I said, you always know he's got that huge smile, but this time he had the smile, the giggle, the laugh. He was loving it, and so I'm definitely excited to use him as well as others that I've been fortunate.
We'll come back and talk about Coach Glenn and all the rest of the things Jason's going to do. We're going to take a break, but let's take a look at our Frontier Conference standings.
Local businesses, large and small, are the cornerstone of Montana's communities. And at Stockman Bank, we're honored to help them grow and prosper. We serve our fellow businesses with respect, care, and a personal touch. We know a good lender is a flexible lender who treats business owners as individuals with unique needs and goals. In other words, we treat them the Montana way. It's the only way we know. Stockman Bank. Montana banking, pure and simple.
EBMS was founded in 1980 to ensure Montana companies could provide health benefits that were both beneficial and affordable. That vision hasn't changed, it's just grown. I joined EBMS more than 20 years ago, and I'm proud to have been part of this growth. Today, more than 300 team members join me at EBMS to offer on-site clinics, wellness, prescription programs, and a full array of benefit services. We've emerged as an industry leader and one of Montana's premier employers.
Join a dynamic organization that offers career growth, exceptional benefits, and support for community involvement. EBMS.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Your Pizza Hut favorites, just $5 each when you order 2 or more.
So, 2 medium pizzas just $5 each?
Yes.
Well, all right.
Can we get Wing Street wings for $5 each?
Yes. Can we get pasta? And how about a Hershey's cookie?
Yes, and yes.
Can I get pizza for the whole team?
You got it, Mr. Cuban. Just $5 each.
Yes!
It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu, only at Pizza Hut.
I maintain my focus just by working my hardest in absolutely everything I do.
In the classroom, on the court, at practice, wherever you're at.
My classes are very rigorous.
At the same time, you need to be able to stay focused and make the right choices and stay on top of things. Tobacco use would definitely be a negative effect on a student athlete.
Using tobacco really decreases the performance of any athlete.
I wouldn't be able to dance. I wouldn't be able to hang out with my friends. I wouldn't be able to hike the M. I think that it would make me less of a focused student.
Distract me from my sport and distract me from my academics.
I'm focused on a tobacco-free generation.
Well, we're back and joined once again by Jason Petrino, the new head football coach at Rocky Mountain College, and you're trading in some different colors for the green and gold, the Rocky Mountain now, and you've talked a lot, Jason, about your number one goal is the current players, and how do you handle that, and how do you go into a new coaching situation?
Well, fortunately, I've had experience both as somebody that's come in as a new staff a couple different times and also been retained. So I've always seen the dynamics. The most important piece is the relationship with the current players are there, because those are the people you're going to probably play the majority of your games and have success with this upcoming fall. So what I like to do is just sit down with each one 20 minutes, and I want to give my undivided attention to them. I want to find out what it is that it almost drives and motivates them, find out what their passions are, and use those as success. And then also find ways that, where can we get better, where can we improve? And it might be a small thing, might be a little thing, and like I said, I'm comfortable. It's their program. I just get to be the leader of it.
And the other two areas that you've really kind of stressed a little bit is recruiting and your staff. Now, you've been at Carroll, Wyoming, Mary, South Dakota, so you've been at some different programs. So what do you do next with those two areas?
Well, I think the big thing is you get out and you try to start the relationships. Obviously, state of Montana first with the high schools here. Fortunately for me, I've kind of always followed Montana football, so that's going to be the easy part, just kind of reaching out again and talking with some of the newer head coaches or coaches that have been around. Either I watched them play or saw them coach. So one of those things is going to happen. And then, getting out and spreading our colors and finding guys that fit the vision of our program. There'll be great people within the community of Billings, because Rocky Mountain College has a lot of things and opportunities for those kids, and it's going to be easy to talk to those kids about them.
We're excited to have you here. Good luck with everything, and we hope to have you on the show a couple times during recruiting.
Absolutely. Love to be it. Thanks for having
Jason.
me.
Head coach Jason Petrino of the Battling Bear football squad, the new head man for Rocky Mountain College. We're going to take a break, and let's look at our student athletes of the week. Two seniors had a couple of strong performances on the road this past weekend to earn our Student Athletes of the Week honors for the Battling Bears. Whitney Mitchell, a 5'7" guard from West Valley, Utah, led Rocky both nights in a pair of tough conference road losses. Friday, Mitchell scored 13 points and had a pair of rebounds in an 8-point loss to nationally ranked MSU Northern, and came back on Saturday with 15 points and 2 boards in a 56-46 loss to another nationally ranked team, Great Falls. Mitchell averages 14.6 points per game and sits in 44th place nationally in the scoring race. And for the Rocky men, the weekend netted a road split. Leading the way once again was Plentywood's Rob Neby. The 6'5" forward scored 21 points and pulled down 4 rebounds in an overtime win over the Lights in Havre. He came back then with 33 points, a game high, and a heartbreaking 1-point loss to Great Falls on Saturday. Neby, who also grabbed 8 rebounds, had 10 threes on the weekend. His 20.2 points per game is tops in the Frontier and 12th nationally. Congrats to our Student Athletes of the Week, seniors Whitney Mitchell and Rob Neby.
Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Team is here when you need us. Offering ACL reconstruction, arthroscopic meniscus treatment, rotator cuff repair, foot and ankle surgery, hip and knee replacements, hand and wrist surgery. Our team of surgeons, therapists, and athletic trainers will get you back in the game, no matter what year you graduated or what your injury. Billings Clinic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
It hasn't been an easy path, but looking back, you wouldn't change a thing. Tradition, heritage, as well as keeping an eye out for the future, are all part of belonging to this place. We feel the same way, not only about life here, but about banking and our responsibility to be there for you in any way we can. Financial success at home and on the range, it's bigger than banking. It's you and I, together.
At Northwestern Energy, part of delivering a bright future means being connected to all our communities. It means delivering safe and reliable power to your home, while helping to power your business's success. It means actively planning for the future, while investing in future generations. It means working to ensure your safety and comfort, while comforting those in need. It's by working together that we're able to deliver a bright future. Because together, we're Northwestern Energy.
I'm Robbie Smith, and when you come to our dealership, you will see we all do business the Bob Smith way. We understand that in today's marketplace, you can buy online or pretty much any place to purchase your next vehicle. But at Bob Smith, we believe we can give you that next level of service, something beyond internet shopping. We provide you with the service, parts, and follow-up to make sure you're satisfied for the life of your vehicle. We are Bob Smith.
Well, that'll wrap things up this week for the Rocky Report. Special thanks to Jason Petrino, the new head football coach for the Battling Bears, along with Bill Drykosen and Wes Keller. Big games this week at home. It's Thursday night against Lewis Clark State, and then Saturday in the Fortin Center, the Ore Diggers of Montana Tech. I'm Bruce Parker. Thanks for joining us this week for the Rocky Report. We'll see you next week.